Hello, second grade. So we are doing another review page, page 353, 2 and 3 digit addition and subtraction. I'm going to do one example of each on both sides, and then you get to do this yourself since it's a review. Okay, it's just to refresh you before the end of the year. All right, so take a look at number 1. You're going to use a strategy. That's one of the ways that you learned how to add, You can choose whichever way is easiest for you to solve these problems. So take a look at number 1. What is 10 plus 0? Good, it is 10. Okay, that's how you'll do those. Number 7. Remember, I'm only doing one example for each group. Once each section, it just tells us to solve. We start with the ones and we work backwards. And they were so nice as to put those little dividing lines there between the 10s and the 1s so that it keeps our columns lined up real nice. All right, so let's start over here. 5 plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 1 is 5. Very good. Okay, and then that's it. But what happens with number like 15 when there's 3 numbers that we have to add? Well, same thing. You just have an extra column to add. So we're going to start with the ones. 5 plus 4 is 9. Then move to the 10s. 4 plus 3 is 7. And then to the hundreds, 3 plus 2 is 5. All right, very, very good. I am going to do number 16 with you because I want to review with you the carrying that we do sometimes when we add. So let's take a look here at number 16, starting with the ones. You do not have to draw that star. I'm just doing that to show you where we're starting. 7 plus 3 is 10, right? So we're going to put the 0 here, carry the 1. What is 1 plus 7 is 8 plus 1, 9. Okay, and then 2 plus 4 is 6. What I want to tell you guys, though, is make sure you add those numbers that you carry. Okay, don't forget about them up there. Okay, that's important. All right, so you'll finish this page. It'll be pretty easy for you. Let's turn to the back. This is when we had to decompose. That means take apart a number to solve. If that strategy is really hard for you, you do not have to do it. You can just figure it out the easiest way, the strategy that works best for you. But I am going to work through it to remind you how that strategy was taught to you. Okay. So let's take a look at 19. We have this number 35, and we want to take away 7. Well, that's pretty hard, right? Isn't it easier? Okay, well, which one's easier to take away from? A number that has a 0 at the end, like say 10. It's easier to take away a number like 8 cookies from 10 than it is to say, how much is 12 cookies minus 8 cookies? So basically what I'm saying is we want to make this 35 an easier number to work with. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it 30, so it's easy. But I have to have all of everything there. I can't just take away things. There still has to be 35. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to take 5 away from that to make 30. Okay. And that's where I'm going to put here. 35 minus 5 is 30. And that's whenever I have to look at this number now, and I have to say, 5 plus what is 7? 5 plus 2, right? So that means I already took away this 5. Now I have to take away this number. So we're going to look here now. Okay. 30 minus this 2 is 28. So 28 is the answer. Now some of you I know just do this right in your head, and it's real easy for you to do it instead of doing it on paper where it's drawn out. You can do that. That's great. They also give you a number line down here you can use. You know, you would start with 35 right here, and then you would bounce back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives you the answer 28. So there's different ways you can do it. It is entirely up to you how you figure it out. You just learn different strategies and you pick which one is best for you. All right, so you're going to do 20 and 21. And like I said, if you don't like this strategy, you would just put an X down here, but you would give me the answer in the answer space where I circled it. Okay? All right. Then you're going to do some subtraction review down here. Let's take a look at 22. Again, we start with the ones. 9 minus 7 is 2. 4 minus 1 is 3. All right, now we're going to do number 23 because you are going to have to borrow on some of these. Remember, we are starting with the ones. 2 minus 6. Well, can you do that? Can you take 6 cookies out of a jar that only has 2 cookies? No, so you have to borrow. So we're going to knock down this 5 to a 4. We're going to move that 10 over to here, which is just that 1 that I tell you to put there. And now instead of it being 2, it becomes 12 because it's 10 plus 2, which is 12. Okay? Now we can do it. What is 12 minus 6? 12 minus 6 is 6. And now, this is crucial. You're going to use the new number that you created. Okay, so 4 minus 2 is 2. Make sure that you mark that you knocked down the 10 and took 1 and borrowed it. Make sure you mark all of that down so that you don't forget when you're trying to figure this out. Okay, so you are going to do the rest. And then you have a word problem at the bottom. And because you're working with money, the question says, how much money does Shannon have now? So as I was saying, because you're working with money, you don't have to have a word in your answer. Your dollar sign or your cent sign is going to be that label. Okay. All right, so you're going to finish these 2 pages and you're going to turn them in. All right, so take a photo of your work and turn it in. All right. Talk to you later.